الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا حبيبنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا أما بعد قال الله تبارك وتعالى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير. My dear brothers and sisters, I've recited from Surah number 3, verse number 26. Very short but very powerful verse from Surah Al-Imran, where Allah Azza wa Jal says, say, O Prophet, O Allah, Lord of all authorities, you give authority to whom you please and you remove it from whom you please. You honor whoever you please and you disgrace whoever you please. All good is in your hands. Surely you alone are most capable of everything. And the next verse reinforces the first one. تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. You cause the night to pass into the day and the day to pass into the night. You bring forth the living from the dead and you cause the dead from the living. And you provide for whomever you will without limit. My dear brothers and sisters, I want to talk about this in the context of what's going on globally, but particularly in Palestine. Crisis upon crisis on the Palestinian people would be the wrong statement to make. Crisis upon crisis upon this ummah would be the right statement to make. 100 years of occupation of the Palestinian people, the occupation created by, orchestrated by, designed by, and the architect of it all was Britain, our country here, this very country. British Empire was the architect of creating the misery for the Palestinians when they handed over Palestine to the Zionist lobby. Balfour Declaration, made previously in 1919, gave a promise to the Zionist movement that they will have Palestine as their homeland. My brothers and sisters, 100 years on, Palestinians have suffered, the whole Muslim Ummah has suffered at the hands of this awful colonial policy. And it's about time we ripped up this colonial policy once and for all. Our views, your views, we, the Muslim community who live in this country, and those non-Muslim friends and families who live in this country, we all have a view and a say that that was a rotten foreign policy and that should be ripped apart. That foreign policy of giving away Palestine to the Zionist movement, giving away Palestine to the Zionist lobby was wrong, immoral, and unethical. There is no ambiguity about it. You can make as many laws as you like to make me criticizing Israel illegal. You can make as many laws as you like, but you will never be able to silence the people of the world. Why do I speak about it today? Donald Trump, who's become the President of America again. Allah have mercy on the rest of us and protect America from such morons. My brothers and sisters, madman has become the president of a country. But actually, he can't be alone in being mad. Some mad people must have voted for him. It is not democracy in action. It is money and media, power politics in full action in America. He's suggesting that Gaza should be emptied. All the Palestinians should be sent to Egypt or Jordan. Or even Somalia and Puntland. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. As if Somalis don't have enough problems of their own. For the last 50 years they've been suffering internal strife. They just now want to dump the Palestinians over there. Who do they think they are? Who does Donald Trump think he is? My brothers and sisters, he thinks he's powerful because the rest of the leaders of the Muslim world are incompetent, impotent, incapable of saying anything. All the Arab leaders, where are you? Supposed to claim to be the leaders. Not even a hoot. Somebody has cut their tongue, metaphorically speaking. They can't speak. The madman can say anything and he can get away with it. They can't speak. My brothers and sisters, the verse I recited, Allah is the authority, is the Lord of all authorities. He is Malik al-Mulk, the owner of authority, owner of domain, power and authority. تؤتي الملك من تشاء. He gives authority to whom he likes. وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء, and takes it away from whom he likes. What does he mean by giving authority to whom he likes and takes away authority from whom he likes? Does it mean Allah likes Donald Trump, therefore he's given him the authority to do what he wants? Does Allah like Benjamin Netanyahu and the Zionist extremists that we see today lurking and ruling that particular part of the world, and therefore Allah has given them the authority? No, that is not the correct interpretation of this verse. Allah does not give and does not change the condition of a people who don't change what is within them first. Take it from me, my brothers and sisters. You can lambast me after the Jum'a prayer for me talking politically all you like. I get people complaining afterwards. Not a problem. I get people coming and telling me, how dare you criticize this country, that ruler? Well, what am I supposed to do? 2 million Palestinians are on the verge of being kicked out of their own homes after 100 years of occupation. And none of these rulers, none of them, whoever they are saying a single word to prevent it from happening. What do you want me to do? Kiss their feet and tell them good luck and carry on? Some of you will come and quote me hadith. It is not allowed for you to criticize a ruler. Which hadith are you talking about? Rasulullah said, the best form of jihad is to speak truth to the most powerful people on the face of this earth. You are cowardly and you are sucking up to those rulers. I'm not like you. So don't come and complain to me afterwards. So I want you all to remain silent and listen very carefully to the words that I'm going to say today. Donald Trump can plan all he likes, but Allah's plan will prevail, inshallah. Palestine will be free one day, inshallah. Any lunatic can make any proposals they like, but they can't wipe away history. Palestinian people have lived there for years. My brothers and sisters, to remedy this problem, all we need is unity. All we need is unity amongst the ummah. And this unity is impossible. When I call for unity, some of you look for hadith to keep you disunited. When I call for unity, some of you come and say to me, brother, your aqidah is dodgy. What am I talking for? What am I calling for? I'm calling for end of bloodbath. I'm calling for end of illegitimate regimes on the Muslim world. I'm calling for end of dictatorship and despotism from the Muslim world. I'm calling for the end of monarchy and the royal families, so-called royal families rule. I'm calling for a free Muslim world in which people can exercise their rights to determine their own future. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong? No. It is not wrong. For those of you who've been duped into thinking it's wrong, go and get yourself checked. I remember in this very masjid, when I was talking about Egypt, some people were complaining, Astaghfirullah, how dare you talk about Egypt? When I was talking about Bangladesh, Astaghfirullah, how dare you criticize about Bangladesh? Are you wearing blinkers? Are you blind to the realities and the facts of what's going on in the ground? Has the desire of worldly material and power and favor taken you so far away from seeing the truth and seeing justice? that you can't even see when the rulers are unjust. You can't even speak when the rulers are unjust, because you are only interested in lining your own pockets and your favors and your privileges that you've enjoyed for so many years. There will come a time, ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون. You shall realize the folly of your life on this earth when you arrive on the day of judgment, when you're in your grave. وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. This life, this pursuit of power, this pursuit of wealth is nothing but a mirage. So my brothers and sisters, why am I so fired up? Because I am fired up. I'll tell you a story. A donkey and a tiger was arguing. A donkey and a tiger was arguing. The donkey was saying the grass is blue, and the tiger was saying the grass is green. They had a fight, an argument. So they decided, both of them, to go to the lion. Lion is the king of the jungle, to arbitrate. They went to the jungle, lion, and said to lion, "Lion, please tell us, you're the ruler of our jungle. Is the grass green or blue?" The lion looked at the tiger and slapped the tiger across his face. The donkey is very happy, jumping up and down with joy. "See, I'm right. Grass is blue." And he walks off with joy that the lion has given a verdict in his favor and slapped the tiger. When the donkey is gone, the tiger turns around to the lion and says, "Why did you slap me? I'm right. You know the grass is green. It's never blue." Lion said, "I did not slap you because you were talking about grass being blue or green. I don't care. You are arguing with a donkey. Because you are arguing with a donkey, I slapped you. Not because the grass is green or blue. Why would you argue with a donkey?" My dear brothers and sisters, the Muslim Ummah's plight has become like that. There are too many donkeys around who would like to derail the process of unity. There are too many donkeys around to see the truth. There are too many donkeys around to take their blinkers off. Because Allah says in the Quran, وَإِذَا خَاطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ قَالُوا سَلَامًا. When such ignorant buffoons come to you, say salam and walk away. There are people who come to talk to me still saying, "How dare you talk about politics from the pulpit? Which planet do you live in?" Today, I want to remind you, Allah says that in the Quran. Allah is the owner of authority. He gives power to whom He likes. He isn't happy with any one of us today. Our disunity, our ignorance, despotism and nepotism that's rampant in our world, corruption that has taken over, the blindness with which we have lost our sight of objectivity and justice. Allah doesn't like any of those. When Allah doesn't like any of those, He will not entrust His deen, Islam. He will not entrust Quran. He will not entrust His way of life to be demonstrated by a group of people who don't deserve to call themselves Muslim or the ambassadors of Allah's deen. So therefore, you and I are going through this awful plight until we wake up. Until we wake up. My brothers and sisters, that's abroad, right? That's in Palestine. Look at us here in this country. Keir Starmer said the other day that he does not want to engage with the Muslim communities organizations called Muslim Council of Britain. Whatever you like, whether you like Muslim Council of Britain or not like Muslim Council of Britain, there is an organization that represents 500 Muslim organizations across this country. There's an organization. How can you as the Prime Minister say, "I don't want to engage with the Muslim organization," because Muslim organizations who come together with MCB are supporting Palestine? How can you say? And you know what? There are Muslims amongst us who will sit with Keir Starmer and say, "Yes, sir. No, sir. How high do you want me to jump from, sir? Let's create another organization so that you can talk to us. Yes, Your Highness, you can talk to us, or you can lick your boots so that you can talk to us." There are people like that who are setting up organizations rivaling Muslim Council of Britain so that British government, in its divide and rule policy, unethical foreign policy that it has pursued for the last 300 to 400 years, can continue by using you and me as its pawn for the future. There are Muslims like that. Those who are setting up such an organization, one of the key leading light of that organization, I remember, called me anti-Semitic. Not only called me anti-Semitic, this person called 5 mosques where I lead Jum'a asking those mosque management to sack me because I criticize Israel. This is one of those leaders who's setting up a rival organization to rival Muslim Council of Britain. Again, an indication of disunity. Again, an indication of ignorance. Again, an indication of how you and I have become so available. Anyone can buy and sell my honor and my power just like that. Anyone. What did Donald Trump say to the Saudi regime? Pay me 600 billion, then I'll come over. 500 is not enough. I need 600. I need 1 trillion. He openly, unashamedly, he said, I want 1 trillion to be invested in my country, then I'll come over. And guess what? These Muslim rulers are bending over backwards to throw money at Donald Trump to say, yes, we will give you whatever you want, sir, but please favor us, please protect us, please come to us, give us your bombs so we can kill our own people like the ruler of Egypt has done, like the rulers of Saudi Arabia have done, like the people of Palestine have suffered with the bombs that America has supplied Israel. My brothers and sisters, قُلِ اللَّهُمَّ مَالِكَ الْمُلْكِ تُؤْتِي الْمُلْكَ مِمَّنْ تَشَاءُ وَتَنْزِعُ الْمُلْكَ مِمَّنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُعِزُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُذِلُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ بِيَدِكَ الْخَيْرُ إِنَّكَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Allah will not honor you and me with power and authority if we don't deserve it. And at the moment, we don't deserve it because we are deeply divided, we are deeply disunited, we are ignorant, and we are blinded by our self-interest. We don't stand up for objectivity or justice and fairness for the world. We only stand up for our own pockets, our own fame and our own name, my brothers and my sisters. That's the reason why Allah Azza wa Jal has made this promise, that He will give you honor and power when you change yourself. Allah will give you power and honor in this world because you are the Khalifa on this earth, if you deserve it. And that deserving comes with qualification. My brothers and sisters, the world will change right in front of you and I. Over the next 20, 30 years, the world will change. It will become a miserable place. The Muslims will find it very difficult until Muslims wake up and start uniting. Until Muslims wake up and start taking their religion seriously. Until Muslims wake up and return to the Quran and the Sunnah. Until Muslims kick out of their every single country each and every illegitimate, illegal, unelected representatives. Each and every despots are kicked out. Until Muslim countries are free. Until then, you will not be a country, you'll not be a people enjoying authority and freedom that Allah has promised in the Quran. Honor and justice Allah has promised in the Quran. You will not enjoy any of that. As I speak right now, one of our brothers who used to come to this masjid, to pray. In fact, I've seen him sit in front of me, Dr. Rashid Ghannouchi from Tunisia. He is the oldest political prisoner in the world today. He's 83 years old or more. He has been given another 20 years of prison sentence. By whom? A absolute balmy dictator in Tunisia who came into power using ballot boxes but has taken over power. Guess what? The rest of us in the world are silent about it. Why are you silent about it? He was a musalli in this masjid praying with us. He did not commit any crime. He was praying here. So my brothers and sisters, you and I don't deserve authority and power. We don't deserve honor and justice because you and I are disunited. You and I are away from the truth. We don't see truth. We see self-interest. We see pounds, dollars, and we see my name and fame first before I see the interest of humanity, interest of justice and fairness of the world. That's why we are backwards. That's why we are where we are. And we will not change that. So my brothers and sisters, return to the Quran. Allah Azza wa Jalla has promised. Say power and honor will be given to you by Allah because it belongs to Allah. You and I need to come back to the truth. May Allah protect us, forgive us, unite our hearts and bring us a people who are closest to the Quran. Wa akhir da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. My dear brothers and sisters, I was reciting from one verse of the Quran, قُلِ اللَّهُمَّ مَالِكَ الْمُلْكِ تُؤْتِي الْمُلْكَ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتَنْزِعُ الْمُلْكَ مِمَّنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُعِزُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُذِلُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ بِيَدِكَ الْخَيْرُ إِنَّكَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Allah is saying to you and I, Allah is the authority, owner of all power. He gives authority to whom He wants and takes it away from whom He wants. He gives honor to whom He wants and He takes it away from whom He wants. And to Him lies all power and He is capable of all things. My dear brothers and sisters, I want to finish here. But I want to finish here by giving you by giving you some hope. What does Allah say in the Quran about hope? He says, وَلَا تَهِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. Don't give up and don't be sad. You shall be elevated. You shall become powerful. You shall become honorable. Why and how and when? In kuntum mu'minin. If you can truly become believers. And what are the qualities of believers? That they're knowledgeable, that they're united, that they stand for justice. They don't stand for their own pockets and their own name and fame. They stand for the people of the world. True believers are those who don't argue with the ignorant. True believers are those who walk on this earth with humility and not arrogance. True believers are those who are concerned about the welfare of humanity and not just themselves and be selfish. True believers are they. And if you can become believers like that, Allah says, وَلَا تَهِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. Allah will make you elevated, successful, victorious in kuntum mu'minin, if you can truly believe. Now ask yourself this question. Am I Salafi? Am I Wahhabi? Am I Ikhwani? Am I Deobandi? Am I Tablighi? Am I Jamati? Am I this? Am I that? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Ya Rabb, forgive us for this kind of stupid labels that we love and put ourselves in those boxes because others love us in a box just in case we get better favors from other people. I like a box and a label for myself. You're nothing but a Muslim. Say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. You're a Muslim. Any blood of a Muslim is more sacred than even the Kaaba. Rasulullah said, it doesn't matter what label you have. When the bombs fell on the heads of the Muslims in Palestine, it did not look for the Wahhabis and Salafis and Ikhwanis and Jamatis or Jihadis or Hamas. It fell on all of them. More than 50,000 have been massacred. When the bombs are falling in Yemen, it does not look for these labels. When the drones are being flown into other countries of the world, it doesn't look for labels. It kills regardless. And you're still fighting over labels. You're still fighting over labels. You know what? Your labels are nothing but a political tool, and you're a pawn being used by others so that you can use those labels and feel good for yourself and still remain disunited. Get rid of those labels. Embrace Islam the way it should be and come back together and unite. And when you unite and become true believers, Allah has promised, قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah will give you power and honor. Allah will give you power and honor. Allah will give you power and honor if you truly believe. If you truly believe. Ya Rabbi Ya Arhamur Rahimin, we ask you to forgive us, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, elevate us, Ya Allah. Make us the best of people, Ya Allah. Enable us to have proper iman, Ya Allah. Have proper faith, Ya Allah. To believe properly, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, unite our hearts, Ya Allah. Unite our hearts, Ya Allah. Unite our minds, Ya Allah. Unite us in our purpose, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, relieve this world from the troubles and the turmoils that we see, Ya Allah. Relieve this world from the idiotic and despotic rulers that we see around the world, Ya Allah. Relieve this world from the dictators and despots, Ya Allah. Free this world from occupation and genocide, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, we make special dua for Palestine, Ya Allah. Free Palestine, Ya Allah. Free Palestine, Ya Allah. Free Palestine, Ya Allah. Anybody who has a plan to take away our brothers and sisters from Gaza, destroy those plans, Ya Allah. Return Palestine to the Palestinians, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, free Yemen from occupation, Ya Allah. Free Syria from the fitna and troubles, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, free Kashmir from occupation, Ya Allah. Free Bangladesh from fitna, Ya Allah. Free Kashmir, Pakistan from fitna, Ya Allah. Free every part of the world that is in trouble, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, Ya Akramul Akramin, have mercy on us, Ya Allah. Have mercy on us, Ya Allah. Have mercy on us, Ya Allah. Unite us, Ya Allah. Unite us, Ya Allah. Make us the best of people, Ya Allah. Make us the best of Muslims, Ya Allah. Make us the best of Muslims, Ya Allah. And Ya Arhamur Rahimin, as you have promised, give us the power and honor when you think we deserve it, Ya Allah. When you think it is most suitable for us, Ya Allah. When you think it is most sustainable for us, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, restore peace and stability on this earth, Ya Allah. Return peace and justice on this earth, Ya Allah. Return peace and justice on this earth, Ya Allah. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقم الصلاة. Please stand up and make the line straight and leave no gaps.